Hello everyone, what is happening? This is Sawyer Studios again, and I'm coming to you with another top 5 video, this one being my least favorite Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi, Episode 8, yay, Rian Johnson. Okay, anyway, so this list, even though this movie is not my favorite Star Wars movie in any sense of the word Star Wars, even though I very, very, very much dislike it, there are some pretty good Lego sets that have come out. This list wasn't as hard to compile as the other ones, but I did compile it, and we are starting with number 5 on the list, set number 75179, Kylo Ren's Tie Fighter. This set, as almost all the sets on this list, came out in 2017. It retailed for $79.99 US and had 680 pieces, so around a $10 price gap there, but nonetheless, this was a very cool set. Can I just say that the box art is beautifully colored? Just absolutely 100% amazing box art. Good job, Lego. Anyway, it comes with a Kylo Ren, an Imperial little droid, a trooper, and a pilot. This TIE silencer is such a beautiful set. Although it has minimal features to it, the design of it is what brings this to top 5. And it has some very nice printed pieces to it. It does have a seat for Kylo Ren to sit in. The cockpit piece, let me just say, that window piece is absolutely beautiful. Like the red, the coloring, the color designs that they were able to do on this set really just brought it to a whole new level. And if you love TIE fighters of any sort, this was definitely a TIE fighter that you had to get, because it just looks so great display set. I also had to add this lovely UCS version of it from Starbricks, because the inside of their cockpit is just so well designed and beautifully accurate, with those 2 control joysticks right there for Kylo Ren to use. It was just an amazing mock, had to put it in there. And it's very, very well true to the actual ship in the movie. Even though we see it for not the longest amount of time, still an iconic ship. Number 4 on the list is set 75202, the only set on this list that came out in 2018, Defense of Crait. This set retailed for only $5 more than the last one, $84.99, and it had 746 pieces. So once again, $10 difference, but we're going to let it slide. This set was a great play set to get. It came with 2 very oddly made resistance defense like turrets and like lookout towers. I mean, they look very accurate to what the movie had. I'm just saying the movie, it was just, they were weird structures. They're definitely oddball structures. These defense crafts, these speeders that the resistance use, were super cool. The little thing that dropped down in the back, sort of like that blade, was in the set. It had a very nice cockpit piece. You could load in those spring-loaded missiles on the side. The guns looked nice. The turret and that little defense station was also a nice add-in, I guess. You know, it was unnecessary, but LEGO decided to add it in anyway, which added to the set, of course. The design of it is very accurate, and you can't mistake it for anything else. It definitely was meant to be a hodgepodge, this sort of broken down, old school, obsolete speeder, and the movie definitely gave that across, and so did the Lego set with a lot of their cool building techniques that they did with it. Overall, Lego did an amazing job, and it stands true. Number 3, set number 75190, the First Order Star Destroyer. This set came out in Surprise 2017, retailed for $159.99, had 1,416 pieces. This was more of like a $20 jump, but it's okay, because this is a beautiful, beautiful ship. Apart from the dumb 8 stud shooters on the side that I do not understand, it's a great ship. The interior is what really makes it. Sure, there's really awesome minifigures. You do get a Snoke. You get a nice little First Order astromech as well. Some officers, some troopers. But the inside is what does this ship justice. If we open up and if we look inside, there is a place for Snoke to sit at the tops or at the bridge, and there is an elevator that does go up there. I believe there are some nice control panels on the side that look beautiful. The bridge area at the front also is amazing. There's some other small places throughout the ship as well to show different rooms of the destroyer. But overall, I mean, just the control panels, the design, the way that they're able to fit everything in there in a very compact manner, but in a way that still looked good and easily accessible and playable is quite the feat. Now, I do want to harp, this is why this is on number 3 of the list. It doesn't quite look like, I mean, it resembles it, but there was a lot of design issues on the external that didn't really remind me of the actual ship. Number 2 on the list is set number 75189, and it is the First Order Heavy Assault Walker. Came out 2017, retailed for $149.99. It had 1,376 pieces. That's like a $13 price gap. So far we've seen $10 to $20 price gaps in these Last Jedi sets. But this is definitely, at the time, the most recent AT-AT Walker has surpassed it. But at the time, this set had the most pieces for an AT-AT Walker. It's not technically not an AT-AT, but it's, you know, a heavy assault walker. And it just really was, it had some disappointments in some of it. But it had to be number 2 because A, it looks great. It's definitely the biggest walker that we've gotten at the time, so that was a testament. It did have some cool places to put some troopers inside. I wish the interior was bigger, but there were some really cool places to put troopers and to store things. There was a beautiful rotatable gun at the top for stud shooters. The cockpit unfortunately only fit one minifigure, but it still fit a minifigure nonetheless. That red eyes for the cockpit just really makes it a menacing looking Lego set, and the legs out front were beautifully designed. It was a very, very nice testament to the movie, and it's an iconic vehicle. Just the structure of it and being able to hold up that weight with those legs was a very good job by Lego. Design wise, beautiful. Just ever so short of what number 1 deserves. By the way, number 1 of this set is set number 75188. My personal favorite, the Resistance Bomber. Came out in 2017. It was $109.99. It had 778 pieces. So yes, this set was like a $32 price gap, which was outrageous. But the reason why it's still number 1 is because it just absolutely is beautiful. It just reminds you of an old style World War II bomber, and there's many reasons for that. A couple reasons is that the back turrets, the rear turrets, just like the bubble design, that very much looks like those types of turrets that you'd have in World War II. My grandfather actually flew on one of them. He was one of those rear turret those manners of the rear guns in those bomber planes, so that very much reminded me of that. And just the bombing mechanism, the system that they used in this ship is very much related to World War II. A lot of this ship is related to World War II, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful ship, first of all. It looks very much like the bomber that we saw in The Last Jedi. It comes with some pretty nice figures, Poe Dameron, Vice Admiral Holdo, some Resistance pilots and fighters and whatnot. And the engines of this looks great. The features, you can fit so many figures in this. This is like the best playable set that we got from The Last Jedi. You could drop bombs. There was just these compartments you could put minifigures in, and here's a picture of a UCS version of it, which I had to add because it was just so beautiful, and I love it when fans make UCS versions of these sets. The bomber, you could fly this around, add it to your fleet, and it was just a beautiful playset and had so many different variants that you could use it for. Use it for battles. It was also a nice display set even. The design outside and inside were flawless, and I think Lego did a really good job there. I just wish it was cheaper. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Click that bell icon if the bell icon is not on. If you want to see some more top 5 videos, then please go check those out. I'll have a playlist show here in a second. Also, I just finished my 501st mock, so please go check that out too. It's super cool. This is Story Studios. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.